Welcome to Perry Unlikely. Do me a few favors. First of all, if you see comments that look like my profile in the comment section that are trying to get you over to WhatsApp, that is not me and it is a scam. I do not use WhatsApp and I never have. Second of all, if you see comments about the most amazing traders in the world and how if you trade with such and such, how many gains you'll get, that is another scam. And third, as always, I am not a financial advisor and you can get wrecked in crypto. So I would suggest before you invest in anything, always do your research and seek the help of a professional. Now that we got those administrative items out of the way, let's talk about Safemoon. I have no doubt that certainly if you've been in the crypto space, or even at this point, if you haven't been, there is a good chance that you have heard about Safemoon. What we will address in this video today is Safemoon on a moon mission, or is it a shooting star waiting to burn out? I've heard a number of people talk about Safemoon reaching $1. So I'll talk about that and talk about the true possibilities of that. Is Safemoon going to reach $1 and will it go beyond? Also, a number of people have said that Safemoon is nothing more than a pyramid or a Ponzi scheme. I will talk about that as well and give you my take on that. On the Safemoon site, it says, and I would say this is their motto, safely to the moon. Safemoon launched in March of 2021. It already has over 1 million users, and it is on the Binance smart chain. With Safemoon, you are rewarded for holding on to the bag. Anyone who sells Safemoon will incur a 10% fee. 5% of that fee goes to the rest of the owners of Safemoon, and the other portion goes to liquidity. So traditionally in crypto, you do have hodlers, they hold on for dear life, and you do have traders. Not everybody in the crypto space is looking to do the same thing, but with Safemoon and the fact that if you sell, you will incur a 10% fee, this incentivizes holders to hold on even more than a traditional crypto. So in theory, if people are holding on more and new people come in, this should reflect somewhere in the price, and that reflection should show the price going up. So for starters, that should at least help start to gain some traction in going towards the moon. So in the crypto sphere, what is Safemoon's place in the solar system? Is it a store of value? Are they trying to help endangered species? Is it a second layer scaling solution for Ethereum? What does Safemoon do? Well, just to get to that point, Safemoon does not in fact have a traditional use case like many of the cryptocurrencies that you and I see and hear about on a day-to-day basis. So we certainly will say it's not your traditional crypto. Many times, a lot of projects, the way that they catch your attention, they have some goal, something they're trying to change. And because of the fact that we haven't taken all those real world use cases and brought them over to the blockchain yet, there is a countless number of different things that can be supported with blockchain technology. And usually those types of ideas are really what help drive a project forward and gain excitement about those projects. So I would say their mission truly is to go to the moon. Before you cry river, just because they don't have a traditional use case, that does not mean that you can't make a lot of money, and it also doesn't mean that you won't get wrecked. There's risk in everything. So I would say, put simply, Safemoon is all about tokenomics. Split that in two, it's about token economics. Even traditional coins with a use case do focus on tokenomics. Tokenomics is the reason that a person should hold a particular coin. It's centered much around that. So for example, some coins have a burn feature, which means ever so often or due to certain reasons, they burn those coins off, which should have positive price impact. Some coins like Bitcoin only have 21 million. It's a hard cap. That is a part of Bitcoin's tokenomics. And there's a ton of different types of tokenomics out there. We have rebase coins, which attempt to peg themselves, some to the dollar, some to the overall crypto market. But for the traditional tokenomics, I would say it's going to be how many are there? What's the incentive to hold the token? what is the distribution of the tokens, and also how do the tokens tie back to the actual use case. Now, as far as it being a pyramid scheme, I would say that is a bit of a stretch. Pyramid schemes are tied to recruitment. You make money by bringing on other people. And that's more so with the idea that one person, their objective is just to bring on others. It doesn't really matter what the project is or what the reason is. If it's solely based off of that recruitment, traditionally, people can somewhat see that as a pyramid scheme because your success is solely tied to others getting involved. I can see where people would say this is a pyramid scheme, but for all intents and purposes, myself, it's just my opinion, I don't think it's exactly a pyramid scheme. Others say it's a Ponzi scheme. For a Ponzi scheme, let's discuss that. Traditionally with a Ponzi scheme, if you get in early, you reap the biggest rewards. So those who reap the biggest reward get in early, and typically that is at the demise of those who get in later. Now, with a sliding scale of time, certainly with Safemoon, how long will this project be around? But in terms of it being considered a Ponzi scheme, I do believe that it leans more towards that type of scheme, if you want to call it that. I do think you have to be careful calling it a Ponzi scheme because many people will tell you that the stock market, Bitcoin, all kinds of financial markets are nothing more than a Ponzi scheme because of the fact that the earlier you get in, the better off you are. And those who come late to the party tend to have more risk. So people that are just throwing it out there as a Ponzi scheme, I do understand that. But on both sides of that, that's going to be a battle that I don't necessarily think is worth fighting. Though my biggest take on that is with the stock market or other traditional investments, at least they are tied to a company or tied to some sort of a use case. If there is no actual use case to tie it to other than the moon mission, that is where there can be some danger involved down the line. That is why I always tell people to research before they invest in anything. So yes, the use case for a crypto does somewhat give validity to it. If a crypto doesn't have a use case, it is going to be perceived more as shady. Just because it's perceived as shady doesn't mean you will not make a killing off of it. So much of that, there's no reason to really war over it, but people are going to do that anyway. Now, here are some things on Safemoon's website, and I'm going to post a link to their website in the description for you to go and take a look at it yourself. They say 100% community driven. It was a fair launch for everyone with automatic LP tokens locked up inside a PancakeSwap, and it's all about holding to earn passive income. So if you look at CoinMarketCap, it says that this crypto is up 1.28 million %. 1.28 million %. So it should come as no surprise to you why people love Safemoon. When you're sitting back looking at people literally get rich, well, you can certainly understand. But does that mean that it's safe for you to get into it? At the time of this recording, Safemoon price-wise is at 0.00000487 cents. I also think that is one of the many reasons why so many are interested in Safemoon, certainly those new to the crypto space. Many people who get into the crypto space and are new to it, they look at price and think, wow, I can't buy this. Look how much it is. But look how cheap this is. It'll go to the moon. And that is why they turn their interest to that crypto, not really understanding that you have to pay attention to the market cap, not just the price. Something of note that I think is very important about Safemoon is in simply looking at Safemoon's Telegram, they have 119,000 members on Telegram, and they have 447,000 followers on Twitter. The reason I think it's kind of important to mention that is Chainlink, and I'm just mentioning Chainlink because it is a well-known crypto. It's got a massive following and a big community, and that is a diehard community at that. And Chainlink's Telegram has over 32,000 followers. Another comparison as far as Twitter is Dogecoin. Everybody knows what Dogecoin is for the most part, and Dogecoin is an OG. It's been around a long time in the crypto space, and they have 1 million followers on Twitter. So I want you to think about a crypto that hasn't been around that long in Safemoon that almost has half the followers that Dogecoin has. The reason why I bring this up is the only way to achieve that is marketing. And the marketing is important because it is important regardless of what crypto you follow to understand, did it get there in a grassroots effort over time, or was it forced marketing to get it there really fast, and will that last? So for example, we've all heard on the radio where there's a certain song, you don't even think it's that good, but they keep playing it and playing it and playing it. By the way, also, really good songs that do not get radio play. The way I look at that is, eventually, you shouldn't be surprised when a bad song, and that's bad by our own opinions, makes it to a number one spot, because if they keep playing it, it's eventually going to take off, and it is going to get play, and it is going to be recognized. So I make that point to say, when something organically grows, it is different than a forced effort. And I do think one of the biggest things that Safemoon has done, they have marketed Safemoon extremely hard. It doesn't hurt that they're on the Binance Smart Chain and that CoinMarketCap is owned by Binance. So that's just something to think about. Not saying there's any pros or cons to that, but the marketing job has been maybe the likes of what we've never seen in crypto. Now back to the point of, can Safemoon reach $1? The simple answer is no. When you tell people this, oftentimes they get upset. You don't know what you're talking about. I always just try to stick to the simple math. You make the decision yourself. If you think it can hit $1, more power to you. I do not currently hold Safemoon, but I'm going to explain why I do not believe it will ever hit $1. For Safemoon to hit $1 from its current place, that would put its market cap somewhere around 600 times the market cap of Bitcoin currently. Think about how massive that number is. Furthermore, based on where the price currently is, that would be a 205,000x from where we're at now. Can you conceive how big of a number that is? But the fact that it couldn't reach $1, in my opinion, doesn't mean you can't make a killing off of it. If $1 is a 205,000x, in this market, we call 100x amazing. Heck, we'll take a 50 or a 20x. What if you can get a 10,000x, which it's already done? So I'm not saying that it cannot repeat history again. As I said earlier, 1.28 million% up from the beginning. The likelihood of that, this thing can continue and go on and do similar numbers to that. But to get a 205,000x from where we're at right now, I do believe those dollar projections are either fanboys or people who want you to hop in on the game. If you want to hop in on the game, then you do you. But you should know the reality, and I don't think it helps people by telling them it can achieve some number that is not very likely. I think there's a better chance that I star in Marvel's Black Panther 2 than this coin going to $1. And who knows, if it does go to $1, maybe I'm going to be a movie star. One other thing to mention about that fantastic marketing I told you about was that a project this new already has articles in US News, Newsweekly, and Vice. So we know that the marketing is strong as ever. So none of the things that I've told you in this video today are reason enough for you to buy, sell, or avoid Safemoon. You have to do the research and make the decision for yourself. I think that Safemoon can and it has made people rich already. I think that it will make more people rich. But as far as the answer to that question, is Safemoon on a moon mission or is it a shooting star waiting to burn out? I think it's neither. I think Safemoon is a meteor headed for Earth, and whether you get burned or not is how close you are to where it lands. That is my take on Safemoon. Thanks for watching Perry Unlikely. I've got something absolutely free for you, and that is a like button. Make sure to hit the like button. Thanks to each and every subscriber. If you have not subscribed yet, thanks for watching the content. I've got something absolutely free for you, and that is a big like button. It is not easy to come across free things in this life, so you should take advantage of it. Thanks to each and every subscriber. If you have not subscribed yet, you should consider doing so. Make sure to hit the bell for notification, and I will see you next time.